Hello friends and welcome to yet another amazing video of Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubro, and I'm quite sure you have already guessed it. Today I have the second part of 10 useful English vocabulary for everyday life, and today also I'm going to give you 10 important English vocabulary which you can use in your everyday English conversation, as well as you can incorporate them while writing also. So it is my earnest request, please watch this video carefully till the end and do not skip it at all. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification of a new video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. So friends, welcome back once again to the second part of useful English vocabulary for everyday life. And today again I am going to give you 10 useful English vocabulary for your everyday English conversation. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So friends, before I quickly move on and discuss 10 useful English vocabulary, let me quickly remind you that I have provided the link of the previous part and the first part in the description. So if you haven't checked that video, please go through that video. That's going to help you out to learn 10 important vocabulary, and obviously this is going to help you to enrich your communication. So now without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's 10 useful vocabulary. So friends, as you see on your screen, the first useful English vocabulary for everyday life which we have is sociopath. As you see, sociopath is a noun. It means a person who suffers from mental disorder and shows antisocial behavior. It's called a sociopath. Means a person who is not normal, perhaps having some sort of mental issues and shows some kind of antisocial behavior, who's aggressive perhaps, is called a sociopath. Maybe it's very difficult to trust that person, right? So let's see how to use it. Everyone thinks Paul is a sociopath. That means he has some issues, he has some mental issues perhaps, and his behavior is also not normal, it's abnormal. So up next, let's see. So the second useful vocabulary for everyday life is solitude. Solitude is a noun. So solitude is also a noun, as I already mentioned. It means to be lonely, being alone or lonely is called solitude, right? So let's see how to use it. Some people love to be in solitude. I'm quite sure it's clear. That means some people like to be in isolation or lonely, okay? So up next, let's turn our attention towards the third useful English vocabulary for everyday life, which you see on your screen, that is detritus. Detritus is a very useful word. It means waste or rubbish, something that is discarded. It's called detritus, and it's also a noun. So let's see how to use it. They dumped the detritus here and there after the event was over. That means they dumped the detritus here and there and they did not dispose it properly. So it's a very bad habit. We should not dump detritus here and there. We have to dispose it properly. Up next, we will focus on the fourth important vocabulary, which is on your screen, that is foul. Foul is used as an adjective. Here foul means extremely unpleasant. Especially you can talk about a smell which is quite unpleasant. That is called foul, extremely unpleasant smell. And apart from that, there are other meanings also. Foul means also something morally wrong. It is also used in sports. That means a foul means act which is against the rules of sport is also called foul. But today we are going to discuss the first meaning, which is an adjective. Foul means something unpleasant. So let's see how to use it. As you see on your screen, the example is given. The juice smelled quite foul. That means it smelled bad. It was extremely unpleasant. So like this way you can use it as an adjective. Something having extremely unpleasant smell is called foul. So let's turn our attention towards the fifth useful vocabulary for today, that is on your screen. That is hospice. So let me pronounce it once again. It's hospice. Hospice is a noun. Let me tell you, it's a special hospital for people who are about to die. These very diseased who are about to die. They are normally kept in this type of special hospital, which is called hospice. So let's see how to use this wonderful word. She was admitted to a reputed hospice for cancer patients. So I'm quite sure it's clear. It's a hospital, in fact, especially for people who are about to die. So let's see the sixth vocabulary. So let's turn our attention towards the sixth useful vocabulary for everyday life, which is scorching. Scorching means very hot. So let's see how to use it. It is also an adjective. In fact, Ben went out in scorching weather. That means he went out in extremely hot weather. Okay, so you can say it's scorching hot also sometimes. That means very hot. So I'm quite sure it's clear how to use this word scorching. So up next, let's focus on the seventh one, which you see on your screen, that is manifestation. Manifestation is a noun. It means an action that clearly shows something, an action that clearly indicates or shows something, or you can also say indication or sign of something. So let's see how to use it. Some aquatic species are becoming less in number, which is the clear manifestation of water contamination. That means it is a clear sign that there is water contamination. So because aquatic species are becoming less, maybe they are dying, so it proves that there is some sort of issue. It is a clear manifestation, means it's a clear indication that there is some issue or there is perhaps water contamination. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. So up next, let's turn our attention towards the eighth vocabulary for today, that is contaminate. Contaminate is a verb and it means to pollute or make something poisonous. Okay, so let's see how to use this. Emission of exhaust fumes is contaminating the ecosystem. It is true, as you see, that emission of exhaust fumes from vehicles is increasing, especially in cities. So we have to control, we have to ensure that we unnecessarily do not use our vehicles for our ecosystem, and we have to join hands to protect our ecosystem, isn't that? So up next, let's focus on the ninth useful vocabulary for everyday life, that is on your screen, that is afforestation. Afforestation is correlated, I would say, to the previous one, but it does not mean contamination, it does not mean to pollute. Rather, afforestation is a noun which means planting of trees and plants in areas. So that's called afforestation, just the opposite of deforestation. I hope you know deforestation is cutting of trees and afforestation is planting of trees. So let's see how to use this useful vocabulary. As we see the example, we need to endorse afforestation. Yes, true, we have to encourage people, we have to endorse afforestation, and I think people who are popular celebrities, they should also try to encourage people and they should endorse afforestation, isn't that? Comment below if you think the same. So up next, we will see the last important and useful English vocabulary for today and for everyday life, in fact. So that is hypothetical. Hypothetical is an adjective. It means something theoretical, something which may be possible, something theoretically possible or imaginary, may not be possible in reality. That is called hypothetical. There is a chance which is like maybe not real, in reality it's not possible, it is possible theoretically. So that's called hypothetical. So let's see how to use it. My class teacher told me not to ask hypothetical questions. That means she insisted me not to ask questions which are maybe baseless, which are not feasible, maybe it's not going to be possible, there is no chance of happening. So that's why my teacher asked me to stop asking those hypothetical questions. So I'm quite sure it's clear how to use this wonderful vocabulary. So today again I have discussed 10 useful English vocabulary for everyday life, and this is the second part, and I'm quite sure you have already understood all these important vocabulary, all the important vocabulary I have discussed. So try to go through the examples, try to go through the meanings which I have explained again and again, and try to incorporate them, try to use them in your conversation. You can also use these vocabulary while writing. Also, it's going to give you a new dimension, and also try to make sentences and comment below. And again, it is my request to all the viewers who haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do not wait and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and immediately hit the bell icon to get the first notification of a new video. So stay tuned for further informative videos, and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.